Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Jacque T. Morris, Atlanta's own shirt and tie guy. Hey, hey, hey. I want to welcome you out to this very special training, because many of you, during the course of your internet marketing careers or being an entrepreneur, you've heard about something called CPA marketing, cost per action marketing. Now, we're going to get to that here in just a second, as well as get to our guests. For those that maybe don't know me, which you should if you're actually looking at this particular training, but just in case you don't, I'm just going to assume that you don't. Again, I'm Jacque, live here in Atlanta, Georgia with my beautiful wife and kids, and as you can see there on the screen, I wear this shirt and tie. Now, I took this picture earlier today, but I didn't realize I was going to scroll to it during the course of the webinar. I didn't, but just in case you didn't know, I'm a cool brown-skinned guy, and I love people all around the world, all shapes, sizes, colors. Like, I just absolutely love people. So here, tonight on our webinar, we're actually going to bring out a 21-year-old individual, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you know what? That doesn't even sound right, does it? 21 years old. We're going to bring out someone that's 21 years young. 21 years young. Someone that is doing over 5 figures a month in CPA marketing. Someone that has an untapped traffic source that not many people at all are utilizing. And when I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, because see, here's what I love to do. Like, I love to absolutely build relationships with people. I love to find out exactly what they're doing. And so a few days ago, he took me behind the scenes of his business. And let me just say, I told him, look, you got to come out on a webinar and share this information with people. So as far as our personal relationship, we actually connected back in November of last year. And then earlier this year, we met in person at a live event. And I've said it before, I'll say it again before I bring him out. Always get the live events and connect with individuals in person, because it just makes a relationship that much more stronger. So I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm going to bring him out. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce the 21-year-old phenom, Mr. Brian Gonzalez. Yeah, baby. What's going on, Brian? Are you there, my friend? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine. Can everybody else hear me?
Hey, if you can hear Brian, go ahead and type in the number 1 in the chat real quick for us.
All right, perfect,
Cool,
perfect.
cool.
Everyone
All
is
right, so
hearing
let
me.
me do this, Brian. Let me
Right.
just go ahead and pass you over the screen, my friend. Let me go ahead and do this, okay? And we should be ready to rock and roll. If you could go ahead and grab the screen, hey, the screen is yours. The presentation is yours. Let's rock it out.
All right, perfect. Jacque, you could definitely see my screen, right?
I can see your screen. If you can enlarge the slides, man, you'd be ready to rock.
Okay, let's see if I can do that here.
Just go ahead and hit F5, and you should be ready to rock and roll.
F5. Okay, hold on here. There we go. Okay, perfect.
Boom!
All right,
Let's
guys.
go. There you go, man. The floor is yours. I'm here.
All right. Listen, guys, like Jacque said, I'm 21 years old, and I always tell people that your bank account doesn't matter what age you are, okay? Your bank account doesn't care. It all matters, literally, your mindset. So I'm going to go ahead and begin, guys. If you guys have any question, you guys can go ahead and ask. Jacque, if you could definitely look out for those questions and, interrupt me if you have to. I would love to answer them. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and I'm going to begin this. Again, my name is Brian Gonzalez. I'm really excited because what I'm going to show you guys today is the secret traffic source, and it's called YouTube ads. So I built a 12K monthly business with CPA using YouTube ads. So far this month, about $12,000, basically 13K, just to round it off, okay? So who am I and why you should listen to me? So I've been a marketer for about 3.5 years, and I started with nothing. I literally got into this business due to the fact of I wanted to just better myself. I just, it was that deep burning desire in me. I just couldn't live an average life. So, I started doing CPA, and I started having some success 3 years ago, and then it all went downhill for me. And really the reason why it went downhill is because there was a lot of competition. I was using Bing for CPA, and, everybody is going crazy with their cost per click, and you're bidding against each other, and your offer only pays out so much, so it just ended up crashing for me. But anyways, I've helped students through the simple process of list building, getting traffic from YouTube ads. That is my secret untapped traffic source. Everyone is using YouTube. Everybody goes on it. It's just like Google. But nobody, guys, nobody is running YouTube ads. So I've been lucky. I had the privilege to literally be one of the first people that I can proudly say doing CPA using YouTube ads and building out campaigns. So I always show my success and failures, and I'm transparent with that. So again, I have a great relationship with the Lord. I love God. I love to help people just like Jacque does, and I become extremely satisfied. It's like literally a void that I have is literally filled when as soon as I get, people like this guy right over here making $2,000 in 9 days, which is unbelievable. That's with CPA. So again, I always show my success and failures, and I'm transparent with that. So here's some pictures that I got here. Here's Eric Thomas. You guys know him. He is the hip hop preacher. You know, great guy. I went to his event in Maryland. Here's another guy who actually traveled with Tony Robbins. You know, pretty cool guy. He's been traveling for I think he said since he was 19 years old, just literally attending his seminars. I got to meet with him. Got to meet with a seven-figure earner called Mario Brown, if you guys are familiar. He's like a Facebook ad genius, literally. Guys, this is Cater here. You guys probably seen his videos. He's a pretty cool guy. And this is a picture of me, Chris Frecker, Matt, and all the big guys, and of course the shirt and tie guy. Again, we met at the Orlando event. It was literally a life-changing thing for me, because not only did I get to learn a lot of stuff, take notes at the event from millionaires, people literally making 50K a month, but literally getting to connect with people like Jacque, shirt and tie guy is just, it's unbelievable. There's like no words to really describe it. So I love to travel. I love to have fun. I love success and always taking people by the hand and helping them. So why YouTube ads? Why am I using this as a secret traffic source? Literally, how did I stumble upon it? Well, it all really started about 7 months ago. I started going through a YouTube product, and it was a guy. He was using it for offices and local clients, dentists, chiropractor. And I said, wait a minute. As I was going through it, I said, let me try this with affiliate marketing. For many of you guys don't know, I have a website called EliteDigitalMarketer.com, and I do interviews and reviews. So I said, let me try just literally mailing my interviews to people on my list and seeing if people will buy from me. And that's exactly what happened. So I said, man, let me go ahead and try it with CPA. So I tried it with CPA about 3 months ago, and I got literally results my first campaign. So it all went uphill from there. So I'm just going to go ahead and begin with the first step. Why YouTube ads? It's literally cheap as hell. You guys won't believe how cheap it is. I'm actually going to show you guys in the next slide. It's unbelievably cheap, okay? This is not cost per click. This is cost per view, okay? It's easy. Okay, and no one is doing it, guys. It's literally a virgin territory. You will never find someone running on Garcinia Kombucha, health offers, skin offer, any CPA offers using YouTube ads. I believe I'm the only guy, and I'm on YouTube looking at ads every single day. And the only people that I see running ads are, big companies like T-Mobile or Apple and Sprint and all those kind of companies. But I never see, marketers doing CPA with it. So, one thing, why YouTube ads? It's new. Massive amount of traffic, and it's like Google all over again in 2008, guys, and that's what I love about it. Now check out this picture over here. I got this from the Alexa ranking, and look at that, guys. Number 3 in the US. Do you know massive amount of traffic? And globally around the world, number 2. Really, there's Google, then there's YouTube. I mean, that is just unbelievable. So the amount of traffic, if you want to scale up your campaigns, this is it. This is what you got to use. It's YouTube ads. So, why CPA? Why did I decide to do it with CPA? Well, I love CPA. It's so easy. Literally, that was the first thing that I started with online. So it's easy to promote. You don't have to literally make any sales. You can do things such as, trials or an email submit and get paid. Or if someone just confirmed their email through signing up from a page, they'll literally pay you. So it's extremely lucrative. It's as simple as if you're promoting a single opt-in. For those of you that might know what that is, but for those of you that don't know what that is literally someone putting just their email on a page, and they can pay you anywhere from $1 up to $4. So imagine if the offer pays out $1 and someone puts in their email, and you get 100 people to put in their email. That's $100 for you right in your pocket. So that's what I love about CPA. Again, it's legit. It's not like some of these things that you would have to invest in just to start promoting it. No, you can literally become an affiliate the same day, okay? And all you have to learn is marketing. It's as simple as that. Become an affiliate and promote the offer. and all you have to do is learn the marketing strategy. So it's extremely lucrative and it's really easy. That's why I love CPA. So again, YouTube ads is the way. Right now, again, it's a virgin territory. The gates are opened. Nobody is using it. This is why I love it so much, okay? So check this out. I know a lot of people. Again, I've coached so many people, and I'm actually going to be showing you some of the results of the people that I've coached. But a lot of them, one of their concerns is my daily budget, you know? Brian, I don't have enough money. I don't have big money. You know, I don't have $100 a day. And I said, wait, you don't need that with YouTube ads. Literally, just $15 a day, it'll get you 200 to 400 views a day. Okay, that's about 2.5 to 3K views a week. And I actually want to be able to show you guys that. So what I'm actually going to do here, because it's not shown on the slide, but if you guys can see that, Jacque, it says 70,000 views. Okay, that's on a video. That's literally with a $30 daily budget, okay? I've been able to achieve that. 70,000 views on a video that I've been promoting as an ad. So that's the amazing thing with it. It's extremely easy, it's extremely cheap, and anyone could get started. Now, here we go again, right? YouTube ads, no one is using it. Okay, if you talk to all the big marketers, everyone is using Bing or Facebook. I talk to a lot of friends. They do a lot of drop shipping and they do a lot of CPA, and they say, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm still doing Bing and Facebook." Guys, when I started years ago, Bing was the new thing, okay, and it was working for me. It was really lucrative. I was making a lot of money. I was making thousands a month, but everything started going downhill for me. My cost per click went literally from 10 cents all the way up to $1. So, you know, the offer was only paying out so much, and it was just, you know, it was difficult. So, again, YouTube ads is like Google. It's extremely cheap, and it's lucrative. So, here's some of the students that I've been able to coach. I've been getting, you know, I've been getting them results. Here's one guy that says after a few weeks of training, you have helped me. He's earned about $561. Here's another guy, okay, $1,341.90 within a month. I think he went to do even more than that, okay? Here's some other people. I had to squeeze them in because I have so much students. It's literally unbelievable, okay? And they're all getting results. So you guys can read this. One guy says, because of Brian, I made my first money with Max Bounty in only a few hours of setting up a test campaign, okay? Now, here's one guy. Thank you, Brian. My first $60 in one day, okay? Here's one guy. Just made $36 from 3 clicks. Like, every time I hear this, guys, it's like I'm fulfilling my purpose. I love it, okay? And I'm getting people results. Now, those are just my students. I didn't tell, you know, Jacque I was going to be doing this, but you know what, guys? I love to be transparent. And the most transparent I can be, the better. Anyways, are you guys enjoying this, by the way? Can I get some feedback? How are you guys liking it? Yes? Okay, cool. All right, guys. That's great. That's great.
All
I
right, y'all
love it.
give Brian some feedback. If y'all are enjoying it, tell him to say happy, happy, happy.
All right, you guys are ready to make money. I like that. Okay, that's good. Now, guys, I'm gonna show you guys something. Okay, here is one of my accounts, and I didn't tell Jacque I was going to be doing this. Okay, so he's literally just probably as surprised as you are. Okay, as you guys see here, Brian Gonzalez. Okay, here's again up to almost 13K this month, right? I guess what is it? Tomorrow's the first, or is in 2 days is the first? So
2 days, 2 days.
in 2 days
2 days.
it'll be right back to zero, guys. Okay. Now this is just
Okay,
me.
all right, hold on, Brian, pause right there, man, because, again,
Okay.
you didn't tell me you were going, hey, man, you didn't tell me
Right.
you were going to show the, oh, man, see, you didn't even show me that, man. I'm a little jealous, but that's okay. Wait,
Right.
hey, can you
Right.
bring that, can you bring that screen back up real quick? Can you bring it up?
De Definitely, definitely. I'm not even finished. I was gonna show up another account.
Oh, man. Wait,
Yeah, yeah.
I
Let
just
me
want
go
everybody
ahead.
to see this,
Right.
Joe. I just want them to see it because, again, what happens a lot of times is we hear that CPA is lucrative, but
Right.
nobody really shows us the goods. And, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to know if you see the goods. If you see that this man has earned this month $12,921.42, like, I wear glasses and contacts, but trust me, my vision is good when it comes to counting money. I'm just saying, if you see the goods, I want you to type in goods. Type in goods.
Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
all right. So they see it. I just
All
want to
right.
make sure that everybody is on the same
All right.
page and wavelength with me. So go ahead, Mr. Gonzalez.
All
Do
right.
what you do, my
So,
brother.
all right. So, let's actually go now. That was Internet Explorer as I was logged in. So let's actually go into. Let me actually exit out of this here, so this doesn't get in my way. And let me go to Google Chrome. Since I was logged into one account, I don't know if I'll still be logged into here. So let me just refresh my screen to make sure. Okay, so I'm here. All right, guys. So here's one account. Okay, so I'm actually gonna go to reports. All right. So many of you asking, wow, Brian got more than one account. Yes, I do. I never put all my eggs in one basket. I'm always 10 steps ahead. Okay, I learned this from Jacque. Always be 10 steps ahead. So this is, I've always take this into everything that I do. Okay, so this month in this account. Now you guys are seeing the offer here. You guys are literally seeing the offer. It's funny. I've done interviews with people. They say, Brian, you're not afraid to show your offers? And I'm like, no, I'm not afraid. And they'll be like, why aren't you afraid someone's going to steal it? I said, listen, I have a prosperity mindset, not a scarcity. There's plenty of room. With YouTube ads, it's literally insane. There is so much traffic that it's unbelievable. I mean, when I have a dog, guys, and I go to just search my dog's, how to build a little gate for my dog so my dog doesn't get through the living room. I go to YouTube, okay? It's as simple as that. Everything is on there. So this is just from one offer, okay, this month that I ran 90% on this account. Now, I didn't show you guys my offer on my other account. That's a little bit too much personal. I think I've given enough away already. But I'm gonna go ahead to last month, guys, and I'm gonna show you again almost 5K in this account. Okay. Now, what I want you guys to see here is how much did I spend to get all this? I literally spent roughly, I'll say to round off, 5K. Literally with YouTube ads on one offer and made back 10K. Guys, that's 5K profit, okay? So, again, this is using YouTube ads. So let's get back to the slides here. Let me close out of that and go back to the slides here. Are you guys enjoying this? I just logged in and I showed you guys that. Yes, okay, good. Good. I don't think, Jacque, mistake me if I'm wrong. Does anybody literally log in? Have you ever spoken to anyone that has just logged in and actually showed them proof? Because I know a lot of people, they talked about they're making thousands, but it's very rare for somebody just to say, you know what, here's my account. Take a look at it yourself, you know?
Hey, it's very, very rare to find that, and that's one of the things that I do a lot of times, on
Mhm.
my webinars and trainings because I want to be transparent with people. I want to let them know, like, look, I'm not doctoring screenshots or anything like that. Here it
Right.
is. I'm logging in.
Right, right,
There's the
that's right.
proof.
A lot of people, Jacque, and I'm sorry to cut you off there, but they show screenshots, right? One thing that I show, I never tell my students, hey, go ahead, log into your account and show everybody. They could, post screenshots. My students could do that. But me personally, I have such a huge following of responsibility that I want to show people this is what I'm doing. It's not something that I've read, something that I learned, and I'm creating a product and giving it away to people. But this is something that I'm actually doing, and here's my account, you know? And you guys can duplicate the same thing because it's not only me that's making money, but my students as well. And that's what I love about YouTube ads. It's literally giving me the power to be able to do that. There's nothing better than YouTube ads right now at the moment, personally. And I just want everybody to, you know, get started. And somebody just asked a question there, Jacque, how much is started? How much is needed to get started with YouTube ads? Like I said, guys, 15 bucks a day will get you 200 to 400 views to your YouTube video, and you don't even gotta make your YouTube video. None of the videos that I've ran, I've never even put my face on them. So that's what I love about this, guys. It's unbelievable. Okay, it's just I don't know how to say it. I can't explain it. But anyways, let's get back to the slides here before I get thrown off track. Okay. So one thing that I love about YouTube ads is retargeting, okay? Again, I speak to a lot of people. They do a lot of CPA and they're using Facebook and Bing. One of the things that Facebook allows you to do is retarget, okay? And their max duration is 180 days. Now, I never personally ran a Facebook ad, and one of the reasons why I was just so turned off by it, and all my years I've never ran it, okay? But one thing with YouTube ads is that you can retarget people up to 540 days. I don't think nobody heard that. 540 days. That's over a year, okay? That's 300, that's Well, in a year, Jacque, correct me if I'm wrong. There's 365 days in a year, right?
That is correct.
That is correct. Facebook doesn't allow a year, okay? YouTube allows more than a year, 540 days. That is unbelievable. Anybody, now there's three different ways to retarget, which Facebook doesn't even allow. Three different ways with YouTube, okay? And I might be wrong. Maybe Facebook might allow some other different ways to retarget. But with what I know and from what I'm hearing, there is no retargeting like YouTube ads, okay? And nobody's using YouTube ads. I speak to everybody, they'll be like, really? Wow, you could do that? So check it out. What are the three different ways to literally retarget people, okay? One way is once you're running an ad, right? You're running your video ad. And remember, this video you don't gotta make it. You don't gotta show your face. That's what I love about it, right? You can literally, anybody that clicks on your video, what would happen is YouTube would drop a cookie in them, boom, and you say, okay, I'm going to target anybody that clicks on this video up to 540 days, and your video will literally follow them every single day. Now, I don't know if you guys ever heard of a guy named Tai Lopez. And this guy, Tai Lopez, everybody's like, oh, there he goes again, another YouTube ad. You know, here's another ad. He's here again. You know, that's what he's doing. He's literally retargeting people up to 540 days, okay? He's still retargeting me to this day. And and I don't mind because I understand what he's doing. But imagine you doing that with CPA, guys, right? Taking our Garcinia Cambogia offer, or maybe a survey offer like you guys saw in my account, or maybe a gaming offer, a trial offer, an email submit, a loan, a real estate offer, right? And he's saying, you know what, anybody that clicks this video up to 540 days, and it is so cheap, you won't believe it. Guys, I'm paying literally average cost per view, 6 cents. 6 cents, Jacque. Literally, that is my average cost per view. Remember, guys, when I told you I got started, I was paying 10 cents cost per click with Bing, and it got raised up to $1? That is why I failed. With YouTube ads, it's like 6 cents. It's pennies. It's unbelievable. Okay, now another way of retargeting is websites, okay? Now, check this out, guys. Anybody that all right, so when you're targeting somebody, or you know you're running your YouTube ad, you obviously have your link, you have your landing page, okay? And when they go to that landing page, you can literally drop another cookie in them, okay? And say, I'm going to target anybody that has visit my landing page, which is my website, up to 540 days. So guess what? Your landing page will be following them every single place they go on partners of YouTube. So they could be on a different website. There goes your website. There goes your website. And this person says, man, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and check it out, okay? So that is something that you could do with YouTube ads, okay? Now, another thing is emails. Guys, I love this. This is literally powerful, okay? Is emails, okay? Check this out, guys. I think I gotta show this live here, Jacque, okay? I'm actually gonna show this live to you guys. Let me see if I can sign into my other account here, okay? And then we're gonna talk about what do I mean, you know, with retargeting them for, hold on here. See, did this slow down here? Okay, so emails, right? When you're running a video on YouTube ads, notice every time you go into YouTube, you're logged in with your Gmail email, right? You're using your Gmail email, right? Because Google owns YouTube, so you're using your Gmail. Every single time somebody has visit your video ad, right? The ad that you're promoting for your CPA offer, what happens is that Google's going to collect every single body's email that they're using from that account, and literally it's going to upload it into inside of the dashboard network, and you literally get to write an email out and target them up to 540 days. So check this out. So if I go over to my promotion tabs here, you will guys see that there's an ad right over here. Jacque, do you see that?
Yep.
That's an ad, guys, right? Imagine this being there for 540 days, non-stop, and you get to create different campaigns on it. That's called the email. Again, that's the email part. Guys, can I get some feedback? Are you guys getting this? I just want to make sure where everyone is at. Yes? Okay. You guys are getting it. Okay, cool. All right, guys, I'm happy you guys are, all right, you guys are enjoying this. That's pretty cool. You guys aren't getting it. All right. So I'll just get back to the slides here. Okay, since I'm multitasking here, I'm showing you guys live stuff. Let's go ahead and jump back, okay? So I'm gonna talk one of the reasons why most people are failing with CPA, okay? So one reason is everyone is running the same offers, okay? Um, right now everyone is running those same offers on Bing and Facebook, okay, guys? So guess what? When you're running it with Facebook and Bing, notice it's cost per click, okay? And what happens is on Facebook it might be, CPM, cost per thousand impression, depending what type of ad you run. But on most cases, 95% of the time is cost per click, okay? And what happens is, um, if you're using the same keywords, right? You're going to be bidding against each other. All right. So that's kind of crazy. That's how my cost per click went from literally 10 cents up to, a dollar per click like 2.5, 3 years ago. And that's how my business, my CPA business literally went down. Okay. So again, this is not your typical cost per click. Okay. This is cost per view. Okay. It's beautiful. It's so cheap. It's unbelievable. Listen, guys, 15 bucks a day, 200 or 400 views a day. If I spend 15 bucks on Bing on Facebook, I'll probably get like, 15 clicks. It's really that's exactly what's gonna happen. Okay, I'm not gonna get a lot of traffic, all right, and I'm gonna be spending a whole lot, and I'll probably be getting less. All right, because now cost per click is just flying through the roof with these two networks. Okay, and one thing is you can target people. Okay, you can target their videos or the keywords they search. So it is extremely powerful. Okay, CPA with YouTube ads. Now, I'm gonna introduce you guys to something. Okay, this is called CPA Ads Academy. All right, guys. So this is what I got going on for today. It's actually one of my new product that I just literally launched today. Okay, guys. So everything that you're going to be getting, if you want to go ahead and you want to work with Jacque and I, you're going to be going through CPA Ads Academy. This is the only way I can literally help people. Okay, so I'm going to get into it. I'm going to actually tell you guys, I don't want to mess up here. What is CPA Ads Academy? Okay, so basically it's going to be a complete video step by step. Again, guys, I've done a lot of coaching. Okay, I've been coaching for I can't even remember. Probably since I was like 19, 18 years old. Okay, guys, and I'm 21 here. And I'm still coaching to this day, and I'm getting a lot of students' results, and I love it. I'll tell you a quick little story here, guys. A student of mine, I'm not going to mention his name because he didn't give me the okay to mention it, but it was last month, right? Last month of April. And we started doing training. He actually paid me for coaching, and he wanted to do this. And I said, okay, let's do it. We're going to be running YouTube ads. He says, all right, I'm going to make money. This is my situation. I don't really have money to waste. And I said, wait a minute, you're not wasting money. You're investing money, okay? So I told him, you got to get your mindset right. It's very important, guys. Mindset is 80% of the game. 20% of the game is the techniques and the strategies, okay? And that's what you'll be learning is literally mindset through CPA Ads Academy and the techniques and strategies. And one of the things is we started one campaign together, okay? And that campaign totally failed. So I said, okay, let's tweak it. Let's see what's going on. It didn't work. So we said, okay, move on. That's one failure. Let's move on to the next one. The second one we started, it broke even, okay? So let's say, okay, it broke even. Let's try to get a scale up. Okay, in the process of trying to get a scale up, what happened was it just plummeted. It went down. Now we tried another campaign, guys, and it just didn't work out. All right. I think we might have made just a little bit of more money, but we were still spending just a little bit more than what we were making. So we really couldn't even get it to probably break even, if I could remember. This was last month. Now, he went on and he says, listen, I can't be spending money like this. He just threw a fit. And I said, listen, you got to relax, okay? It's all about finding the winners. I said, you see all my students having results? He says, yeah, that's what I want. And I said, okay, well, we got to keep testing. So what happened was we tried the fourth one, okay? And literally $2,000 his first week. All right, guys? That was a 200% ROI. He's went on and he's been able to literally buy a car. Okay, not this car that I got over here, not in the logo here, but he's been able to literally buy a car with the campaign money. I think he said his son needed a car. I don't know the deal, how it all went down, but he said his son needed, and this is an older guy. So for those of you guys that may think, hey, I'm too old, this person is 56 years old. Okay, again, I'm not going to give out his name. I'm just telling you his age and his story. All right, it could be anyone. So you guys, don't go spying on me and trying to figure out who's this guy that bought the car and is 56 years old. You're not gonna find him. Okay. So he went on. He bought a car, and it all happened because he decided to listen to me. All right, he listened to me. I told him what to do. He believed in me. He trusted me, and he stuck with the game plan. YouTube ads, nothing else. And he put on blinders like a horse, and he said, you know what? I'm going to follow Brian, and I'm going to do everything that he is showing me, okay? And that's exactly what I got going on, guys, in CPA Ads Academy, okay? It's a complete training. It's like I'm literally holding your hand or holding your shoulder, and I'm next to you, and I say, okay, you click here, you click there, this is why. Okay, no, you can't do this because of that, okay? That's what I am literally showing. Again, this is through CPA Ads Academy, okay? I even put in there, okay, all the networks, offers that you could promote, my case study of how I made 3K in 1 week. I got all the retargeting that you need, and guys, even a lot more, okay? You won't believe. Jacque, are they enjoying this? Are you guys liking this so far? Can I get some feedback, guys?
So far, so good. Type in the number 1 if you're just absolutely loving the information that Brian is sharing with you. Let's see if we can get, see how many number 1s we can get. Hey, there we go. Scrolling, flying through the chat.
Goodness, Jacque, I'm just
hey.
shocked here. Look how many people are on this webinar. Literally, like I haven't seen anything like this, in a while. People, that's good, guys. I'm just here to serve all of you, okay, guys. I really want to help you because, again, that is my purpose. If I can help you get success, literally, it's like I'm the happiest 21-year-old in the world, okay? For me, being 21 years old doesn't mean going out partying. What it means is literally helping people get success because I'm young now, guys, and I have a lot of energy, and if I use it towards something good, and I can make a positive change in someone's life, like maybe somebody's been able to buy a car, like my last student, or my other countless students who made their first 60 bucks in 1 day, or the first 36 bucks with 3 clicks, or my other student who's been able to literally make $10,000 in 1 month. Okay, guys? So those stories that I hear, like, there's just nothing better than that. And if I can get you guys those results, which I know I can, if you guys literally follow everything I tell you, you guys be able to do that. Okay? So that is everything that you're going to be getting through CPA Ads Academy. So let's go ahead and move ahead here, okay, guys? So if you guys want to work with Jacque and I, what I decided to do here is that anyone that purchases, CPA Ads Academy, you guys are going to be getting invited to an exclusive training, okay? 1 week from Sunday, from today, okay? I'm going to share tips. I'm going to share all the strategies. I'm going to give you value. But one thing that I wanted to do here, and I spoke to Jacque about this, and he says, "Man, are you sure you want to do this, Brian?" It's again, guys. He didn't know I was going to show my accounts like that. Okay, guys. I just showed you two of my accounts. I want to set up a campaign live for you guys. So you guys have seen the money in the account, and if I can at least show you, here's how you set up the campaign, you guys can have all the confidence in the world. And I think that the number one thing that is missing with most people and why they never get started and they just buy a product and they put it to waste is because they don't have belief. So that's one of the reasons why I showed my accounts is because I want you guys to believe it's possible, okay? Because if you believe it's possible, you could probably do it. I think Napoleon Hill says, whatever the mind can conceive, the body can achieve. And I'm living proof of that. So if you guys can just literally have strong belief and faith, you can move mountains, okay? That's the best thing that you guys got going for you, okay? So after the campaign is set up, I'm going to run it for a day or two. I probably got to wait for it to get approved, and then I'm going to post my results. I'm going to actually tell you guys, this is the results I got. If I made $1, I made $1. If I made $10,000, I made $10,000, all right, guys? So I'm going to be transparent. Like I said here before, guys, I'm completely transparent with you. I show my accounts. I even show offers like I did here. People say, Brian, you're a little bit too crazy. You give too much away. But that's just who I am. That's my nature. I love to help people. And if I'm making it to the top, why not bring everybody else with me? Because there's plenty of room, especially with YouTube ads. It is not like Bing or Facebook, okay, guys? So that's what I love about it. So, again, what's included inside of CPA Ads Academy? All right, guys? For the front end, You guys got a complete video. I think there's like about 30 something videos in there, guys, okay? You guys got resources, mind maps, graphs, okay? Now for the OTO, guys, safely guard a list of networks and offers to promote, okay? Again, 3K, how I made 3K in 1 week with case studies, and I think I have even a special case study that I added in there, okay? Just to double up the value, okay? Again, YouTube visitor method, website, customer emails method, and I decided to do a little bit something extra more, okay? 10 offers, done for you videos, okay? So I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Brian, where am I going to get my video? Don't worry about that. Inside of CPA Ads Academy, I show you where to get the videos. I show you how to get them, who to go to, where to go to, how to get them, everything that you need to know. Videos is the least of your concerns, okay? So what I decided to do is 10 done for you videos, 10 done for you campaigns, okay, landing pages, the exact keywords, the exact placements, if you're going to run an in-display, an in-stream ad, everything you need, okay? So I went ahead to a partner of mine, and we actually went to a programming expert, and I said, I want everybody that gets CPA Ads Academy to be able to literally, you know, go in there. If they want to run multiple offers, which I do encourage to find the winner, right, guys? You might hit the first winner in your first campaign. You know, that's perfect for you guys, okay? Uh, so what I decided to do is I want 10 custom HTML landing pages where you guys can control it, put in your Aweber, your get response form, capture all the leads, okay? I'll show you guys all of that inside of CPA Ads Academy, and you guys can be able to control the landing page, and if you want to maybe edit the landing page to a different offer you want to run, you could be my guest and do that. So that's everything that is included inside of CPA Ads Academy, guys, okay? So, you know, how do you guys get started, right? That's probably what you guys are asking yourself. Go to jacquetmorris.com/tube-CPA, okay, guys? Again, for your bonus, anyone who purchases tonight, you're going to be invited back from a week from now, okay? And I'm going to set up a campaign live, and I don't think it gets better than that, and I'll post my results. Okay, guys? Is anybody enjoying this? Can I get some feedback on this?
Hey, Brian, I know I saw a question earlier. Now,
Okay.
you know, I don't know how many people have visited the link so far, but I just want you to tell them what the price of this front end program is, because I personally couldn't believe it, and I was like, are you sure you want to sell it at that
Yeah,
price?
I know.
Tell the audience what the price of the front end program is.
All right, guys. At the moment, you know, I didn't want to charge anybody $1,000, you know, $500, $200, $300. I said, you know what? I'm fine with charging people $27. All right, guys. Literally, okay? And the reason why is because I want everybody doing this, because I believe you need this. I literally believe you need this for your financial freedom. If you want life-changing income, you need a coach. You need a working strategy that's working not yesterday, you know, not Bing ads, not Facebook, but the new thing that is working for me and my students. And you guys need that. So that's why I lowered it down to that price. That's why I did that. You know, Jacque was like, Ron, are you sure you want to do this? And I'm like, I got to. Because if I don't, God's going to punish me. All right, guys, again, you know, I fear God. I love God, and I love helping people. So, you know, I'm going to give everybody the best. Now, I can easily, you know, have raises up to $10,000 because it is worth that. Okay, I have a student, you know, that's making 10K a month, so I believe I can do that. But I said, will everybody be able to benefit to it? What if someone wants to pay the bills, you know, and they don't have access to this? What if somebody wants to go out there and buy something for the child, or maybe get a car for their son? I believe that's what my student said. He was able to get a car for his son, or you know, or somebody's car broke down and they want to pay insurance. How are they going to be able to do that? Their job can provide it. Some people might not even have a job. But if they can get into CPA, not only do they have the opportunity to maybe quit their job, which I believe you can. Okay, I have students been able to do that, and I've been grateful at this age to be able to get people results, but not only that, quit their job, literally have life-changing income, to travel like I do, like you guys seen on those pictures, right? To meet guys like Jacque, the shirt and tie guy, to meet seven-figure earners. And you might not want to do all that, okay? But if you might just say, hey, I want to make 10K a month, you know, and know everything is assured. I'm going to get these campaigns running, and I want everything to be good. Or I just want to make 5K, okay? Hey guys, it's sky's the limit. With YouTube ads, the amount of traffic, okay, and with CPA combined, what I'm actually doing, I logged into my account and show you guys could crush it. So I encourage people literally go to jacquetmorris.com/tube CPA. That's jacquetmorris.com/tube CPA and get it, because in a week from today, as a bonus, I'm gonna be setting up that campaign live, and I think success waits for no man. So if you guys, some people might say, well, I'm gonna wait tomorrow, I'm gonna get it. That's a recipe for disaster. You either make a decision, you commit to now, and you go get it, because that's how success is done. You commit, you make a decision, say, you know what, I'm going to do what Brian is telling me to do. Just like my student did, who made, he broke through 2K his first week. So, and made, and been able to make thousands of dollars, in a month, last month, and this month. So you guys can do the same thing too. I believe you guys can. So, any question, guys? Or you guys want me to post the links? Let me see if I can post it here.
Okay. I was gonna say I'll go ahead and put the link in the chat forum.
Yeah, if you can do that, that would be great.
Okay.
For everybody, okay.
To CPA. Okay, there's the link. And again.
Oh, somebody said God bless you. Thank you. God bless you too. I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, again, ladies and gentlemen, many of you know me, and you've known me for quite some time. And when he told me the course was like $20-some, I was like, man, are you kidding? Like, he was like, no, man, is this $27? I was like, man, people are going to absolutely love this course. And, again, I actually have the course. Brian walks you through everything step by step. What we want to do, though, is, again, make sure that we over-deliver in the value. So anybody that has any questions that's relevant to what Brian actually shared with you this evening, make sure that you put those in the chat. Again, if you're ready to pick up the course, go ahead and go to jacquetmorris.com/tube CPA. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, Jacque, how is it that you're really going to know that I purchased the program? How am I really going to get invited back to the bonus webinar that's going to be a week from today? Well, what happens is whenever anybody purchases the program, all of your information is submitted. So what will happen is we will actually email just those individuals that purchase tonight on the webinar. So this is something special, a special bonus that I exclusively worked out with Brian on behalf of those individuals that came onto this webinar. So it's not like Brian's doing 50 webinars this week and offering that same bonus, and there's going to be
guys, actually, this is my first webinar. This is my first webinar, guys, okay? I've done interviews, but I've never done webinars. And somebody asked me, I just want to answer these questions are flying in, okay? Somebody asked, what if I'm not signed up with Max Bounty? Now, with Max Bounty, you got to go through a phone interview, okay? They just don't accept anybody, but I literally, all my students coming in, I get them accepted. I'm literally undefeated. I can probably say I'm undefeated in getting everybody accepted with Max Bounty. So that training is inside of CPA Ads Academy. Someone said, God bless you, tenfold your kindness. God bless you. Okay, God loves you. I love you. I'm here to help you. Someone said that they just got in here. They overslept. Is there going to be a replay, Jacque?
It is being recorded. We know how the replays work out sometime, and everybody that knows me knows that, hey, I'll try to do my best to get that out as quickly as possible. So that is definitely the plan.
Right. Somebody said excellent job. Thank you. I really appreciate it here, guys. I really appreciate the feedback. Somebody just bought. Listen, whatever you buy something, you're investing into yourself. Okay, right? I think somebody says, this Jim Rohn. He says, oh, a formal education will make you a living, but a self-education will make you a fortune. Okay, this is what you guys are getting here, self-education. All right, guys, which is very powerful. So, if you guys are looking literally to create freedom, this is what you got to do. Okay, somebody said, what if I can't join today? Oh, I don't know how to answer that, right? This is just me. I would literally find a way to get the money, because 20-something dollars, I mean, some people spend $10 a day on food, or $20 a day of food. I'm a little crazy. When I started 3 years ago, I took out so much student loans. I paid thousands of dollars to learn Bing Ads, guys, and this is just me being honest here. And I threw in thousands of dollars into CPA. Now, it's just because I had a tremendous belief. I think when you have tremendous belief, and it's like you can't fail, and you know you're going somewhere, you just literally do anything. So that's what I did. I literally did anything, you know? I believed in myself. So, you know, well, if you really can, if money's gonna keep you from eating, then don't do it. Then don't invest, okay? But if you can, all right, and you believe in yourself, you got to make a commitment, okay? Um, Somebody said, what exactly are we receiving? I believe that just answered that, Jacque. Um, you know, front end videos, right? Over 30 videos, right? There's an OTO. You're gonna be getting all the retargeting masterclass and 10 done for you campaigns. So, okay, somebody says they do have max bounty. That's good. That's good. Someone's though checking their email. What's the cost of the system? Again, it's around 20, it's 27 bucks. Just check it out. Visit it yourself. Take action, you know? You gotta want success. Nobody can lead you. I think they say you can only lead a horse to the water, but you can't force him to drink it. I tell my students that all the time. I said, you gotta get going. Start building campaigns. Let's go. Okay, success waits for no man. Everybody says, I want to change my life overnight. I said, nah, you can't change your life overnight. But the direction of your course can change overnight. It's making that decision, testing those few campaigns, and literally, you could be like my student, his fourth campaign, and that was literally in 2 weeks. We tested out his fourth campaign, and on that week he made 2,000 bucks in 9 days. So you guys can do it. Okay. Somebody says, is there any upsells? Yeah, there's the OTOs. To be completely transparent with you, that OTO one, that is all of the retargeting, the case study of how I made 3,000 bucks. Okay. Um, Again, invest in yourself is the only way to have success, right? So that's exactly what you got to do. All right, guys.
All right. So from what I'm looking at, 95% of our audience that was here in the beginning is still here.
Yeah,
That's
I was
like,
shocked. That's what I saw. I was like, what? And guys, this is my first webinar. I'm like, I hope I don't mess up. I hope Jacque doesn't come saying, Brian, you don't know how to click a button. You don't know how to expand the PowerPoint slide. But you know what, guys? You don't gotta be tech savvy. All you gotta have is belief. Gotta have the
believe
right.
and take action. That's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing.
Like a lot of people, they don't win because they don't take action. And one thing that Brian didn't mention, and I'll go ahead and tell you, ladies and gentlemen, what's actually in the course, is he has a very, very nice section on there with regards to mindset training. And many of you already know, because you've been on webinars with me before, I am a huge advocate of mindset training, because if your mind is not set for success, then how can you realistically expect to start traveling down the correct path? That's the bottom line. So I just want to throw that out there. Hey, mindset training is in there. I went through the course with a fine-tooth comb. You ladies and
That's right.
gentlemen will enjoy it. Again, we still have 90%, 95% of the individuals that started on the webinar with us. We're nearing the top of the hour. Let me just ask, on a scale of 1 to 10, and again, I want you, ladies and gentlemen, to be completely transparent. I want you to rate Brian's information that he shared with you this evening, understanding that it's his first webinar. Scale of 1 to 10. Let's go ahead and give him some ratings. Okay, come on. Okay, I'm seeing 10, 10. I
No
see
way.
8, I
Somebody
see
gave me a 20?
I
What?
see 10, I see 9, I see 10, 10. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, engage. We
Wow,
need
wow,
engagement. 10, 10, 10
wow.
plus, 120.
I can't believe it.
So
Wow.
10. Look,
Oh,
look. So 99. So look, I said 1 to 10. That means Brian was off the charts. Look,
wow,
100.
guys.
Very clear.
Wow.
10 by 10. 10 by 10. So
Wow.
really, really briefly, because again, I do value you, ladies and gentlemen's time. I value Brian's time. I realize that some of you may have had a long day. I really don't know. Maybe you just had fun all day like I did. I really don't know. However, is there anyone that's on the fence? And if you are on the fence, what question do you need answered in order to feel 110% comfortable with moving ahead and purchasing this particular program? Because Brian, again, the fast action bonus, as far as coming back on the webinar with us in a week from today, that's only for those individuals that purchase tonight. So I want to make that very, very crystal clear, because your program is only open for how many days, Brian?
I believe it's max from the time of my partners. I wanted to stretch it out, but I believe they said it was maybe 3 days.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Yeah,
you
I knew it
know,
was like 3 to 5 days. So
yeah,
the
yeah.
window in order to get this insanely low price discounted program from somebody that earns over 5 figures a month in CPA, the window is very small. The window of opportunity to get the exclusive bonus to come back out next week, where Brian's going to set up a campaign live right in front of your eyes, that expires tonight. So again, any questions that you need answered to make sure that, hey, you feel 100% confident. And then Brian, just like any other, confident product producer, if you're not 100% satisfied with, the information that's in there, he'll give you your money back. Right, Brian?
100%. I'll give you your money back, and I'll fly over there and I'll give it to you. No, I'm joking, but literally, I'll refund it because, if you didn't enjoy my value, if you didn't think it was worth it, you didn't think, it was gonna get you success, then that's okay. That's your perspective. So I would literally give it, give your money back to you. Now, somebody asked, I believe they asked twice, so I feel obligated to answer this. What is included inside of CPA Ads Academy? Okay, so let me just answer that quickly here. Okay, so for the front end, guys, okay, you're gonna be getting a complete video training, going in depth through each step. Okay, there's like 30 videos in there. There's everything you need, from resources, mind maps, graphs, everything. Now there's going to be another upsell, an OTO. Okay, now there's going to be a list of networks for that OTO. I know some of you might not be able to, who knows, might not have a max buy net card. You just don't want to wait 5 to 7 days to get approved, right? You want to get in there making money now. So that's in the OTO, the safely list of networks and offers to promote from those networks. Okay, my case study of how I made 3K in 1 week. There's a retargeting from the YouTube to the website to the customer email method that I even showed you here live. Okay, and then the other OTO, okay, is the 10 offers done for you videos. Okay, and guys, videos should be the least of your concern. You don't gotta make videos, but you know what? Inside of CPA Ads Academy, I show you where you go, how to get them done, where to do, what to do with them, how to take them by the head, everything. All right, guys? So nothing. I walk you in there inside CPA Ads Academy, step by step, click by click. I think that is the most important things for people to get success. Okay? So in the 10 done for you videos, I gave you the landing pages. Literally, I went to a programmer. Okay, I had an expert. I had to reach out to some particular, people, because I'm not a HTML coding specialist. Okay, guys, I barely made it through math class. So what I did, guys, was I said, you know what? I spoke to the programmer. I need 10 landing pages, and I want 10 of these, because these are the 10 that I'm having most success with. And I want the people that I give it to that end up buying my course, which will be my students when they buy my course. Because once you're in there, I help you like you're my student, okay? And I give them the landing pages, and you guys are able to edit it. You guys are able to plug in your Aweber, your get response code, your send lane, whatever autoresponder in there. Plug in your links, have it redirect from your landing page to your offer, and that's what's included with CPA Ads Academy. So I hope that answered that person's question that asked that. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's everything that you'll be getting. Somebody says, I want that price. And somebody said there before, I'm not leaving. So, that's good. You're committed to success. So that's great.
That's excellent. So let's see here. Let me see here. You know what, man? Let's see here. It's the top of the hour. So still, man, we have the overwhelming majority of our audience that is on here. And let's see. Hey, Brian, go ahead and put the slide with the link on it back up there. So again, I want to make sure, just in case anybody came in late, that they know to go to JacqueTMorris.com/tube-CPA. So let me just ask this real quick, because again, I'm just kind of curious. Like, with so many people still on here, with Brian delivering the value, with him showing the proof, with it being $27, like I'm like, seriously, like $27, man. But anyway, so let me just ask this, because again, I want to know, and you ladies and gentlemen know I'm transparent with you, and I expect you to be transparent with me. If there's anybody in here that's on the fence, I want you to put in OTF. Just put in OTF. You don't even have to tell me the reason that you're on the fence. I just want to know, is there anybody that's on the fence? It's kind of like, it's $27. It was a good program, ton of value. I enjoyed it, but I'm still kind of like, I don't really know. I just want to see, is there anybody that's on the fence? OTF. Put in OTF if there's anybody on the fence. OTF. Because, like, hey, if there's nobody on the fence, then guess what? That means everybody should have a program.
Wow, yeah. I mean, nobody said OTF.
Okay, all right, okay,
Come
okay.
on,
So
come
let
on.
me see here. We
Okay.
got an OTF. Hold on. First, let me check something because somebody said that. Okay, so okay. All right, hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. Let me see here. Give me just a moment here. Let me see here. To CPA. I just want to make sure. Okay, and hold on. Just give me just a sec. Give me just a second here. I just want to check something because somebody said that something seems to be down. I'm just okay. So everything looks like it's operating correctly on this end as far as you, ladies and gentlemen, going to the site JacqueTmorris.com /tube CPA, which Brian actually has right there on the screen. So, okay, so we have a couple people that are on the fence. Again, the overwhelming majority of you that started, let me see, because I'm a numbers guy, and let's see here. Okay, so we were at 95%. We're still at 86% of our audience. This is what I'm going to do. Now, Brian didn't know that I was going to do this, and I didn't know that I was going to do this. Which is, but again, I'm excited, and I always want to over-deliver. This is what I'm going to do. I have not one, not two, but I have 3 unannounced bonuses. 3 unannounced bonuses for everyone that purchases before 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, this morning, whatever you want to call it. 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight, tomorrow morning, again, whatever you want to call it, okay? So I got 3 bonuses. Like, I'm going to have to go into my big old bag of bonus goodies to pull these out for you, ladies and gentlemen. Not that you need them, but again, I'm going to give you some bonuses that are going to be directly relevant to what Brian is actually teaching in this particular course. So, hey, I could give you a bonus that's some kind of gadget or widget that you'll never, ever, ever have any use or really even get any value out of. However, I'm going to make sure that there are bonuses, 3 bonuses. And again, I'm not even going to tell you what they are, but just trust me when I tell you that I'm going to deliver them to you. Now, I know, this is what I know, because, I know you, ladies and gentlemen. You, ladies and gentlemen, know me. Somebody's going to message me and say, Jacque, when do I get my bonuses? Okay, so here's the deal. Everybody, let me go real slow. Everyone, that's absolutely everyone that purchases Brian's program, bare minimum, the front end program for $27 tonight before 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. When the clock strikes 12, man, Cinderella, she goes back to just being, the little sister. Nobody, well, you ladies and gentlemen get what I'm saying, right? So 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Not tomorrow, not Tuesday, not Wednesday, the last day when the program shuts down. But tonight, I'm going to throw in 3 additional bonuses. I didn't advertise these bonuses on Facebook. I didn't send these bonuses out in an email. I'm not going to send them out because, again, honestly, because you took the time to show up, like you showed up, you took time away from your life, I want to make it more than worth it as far as you coming out here this evening and spending time with Brian and myself. So Brian is actually going to send me over the email addresses of those individuals that purchased tonight before 12, not at 12 and not 12:01, but before 12. And then I'm going to deliver those to you. I'll deliver those to you within 48 hours. So please, please, please don't message me and say, Jacque, I was on the webinar Sunday with you and Brian, but, something happened, like the dog ate my computer wire and I wasn't able to purchase, but I'm going to get it Tuesday. No, that's not going to work. I love you, but that's not going to work. Okay. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to put that in again. Like, I didn't tell Brian I was, I kind of felt like, man, Brian is doing all this stuff that he didn't tell me he was going to do. I'm sitting over here thinking, I'm sweating, and, the hairs are standing up on my arms, and I'm like, hold on now. Brian is coming on my webinar. I got to do something that he didn't know about. So, again, that's what I want to do for you, ladies and gentlemen. And, again, we just totally appreciate you. You, ladies and gentlemen, are rock stars. I mean, hey, you're still on here hanging out. Man, you get an E for excellent. So
No,
yeah.
definitely. They took out time out of their day. Listen, guys, time is more important than money. And you guys literally believed and stayed here that this webinar can be the opportunity maybe to change your life. So I, I take that seriously, guys. And that's why, I got this course for you guys here. That's why Jacque is doing this because, again, guys, if I can get you success, I can literally help you make your first dollar and keep going from there. Like you saw those students, thousands, and I can just show you countless testimonial videos, but we don't have time for that. I guess they can't do videos playing on PowerPoints. But you know what, guys? You guys
Whoa, whoa,
seen
whoa,
some
whoa! Actually,
incredible
if you
stuff.
do have some videos, you can actually pull those up, and they'll play through the system.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
I
really?
mean,
I could
if you
definitely.
just want to, I know we didn't discuss this, but again,
You
if
know what? If I'm not mistaken, Jack, I think those videos are already on the sales page there. If they go
okay,
to
all right, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, I think there's a guy there that I help make 10K a month. They could definitely check out those testimonies there. So you guys could definitely check that. I'm just reading some of the stuff here. Oh, somebody's confused about something with midnight and bonuses there, Jock. If you can answer that question.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Again, I am going to send over the bonuses within 48 hours to everybody that purchases before 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Like that's here in just a few hours. So you got like literally 3 hours to make your mind up and actually reserve your particular copy of the program, and I'll send those bonuses out to you within 48 hours because again I gotta I want to go in and get stuff that's going to add a ton of value to what you're already getting here. All right, so they said, okay, is there one or two OTOs?
There's two
um,
OTOs, okay? There's no more than that. There's the front end OTO 1, OTO 2, okay? So again, what's included? Front end, you're gonna get the videos, 30 videos, right? Everything that you need to be successful. OTO1 is all about retargeting and the case study of how I made $3,417 included with the networks and the offers that you can promote. That's OTO1. Now OTO2 is 10 done for you videos, 10 done for you landing pages, 10 done for you keywords for those videos and offers, okay, and placements if you decide to run an in-stream ad. And guess what? You could control those landing pages because I went to a programmer, an HTML specialist, and he was able to do all that crazy figuring out stuff where you could plug in your Aweber, you could control the landing page. For those of you that said, hey, you know what? I never created a landing page in my life. I said, I need to make this simple. All I need is to get people the videos and the landing page. So that would be OTO2. Hope that answers everyone's question right there.
all right, so Vincent says the second offer, did I read right? You'll give a $3,417 case study campaign.
That's OTO1.
Okay, that's OTO1. Okay. All right. Cool, 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 cool. Excellent. Okay, so Roberta. Okay, so all right, and again, we're going to be completely transparent. Roberta wants to know, is there one or two OTOs and how? Okay, so Roberta wants to know how much is OTO1 and how much is OTO2?
Right, so OTO1 is $67 and OTO2 I believe is $97, okay? So you guys again, if you guys see the value in that, you guys could get it. I think there's a lot of value. I mean, I got those. They're done for you, especially for the OTO, done for you. Okay, can't get better than that. So that's the price for both of the OTOs.
Okay, excellent. So again, total, complete transparency, ladies and gentlemen, because we want you to understand that if you say yes, what you're saying yes to, and if you say no, what you're saying no to, and because of the confidence that Brian has and the information that he has put together, because of the confidence I have in him, and bringing him out to share this information with you, like absolutely worst case scenario, because hey, I like to do best and worst case scenarios. Worst case scenario is you get the training, you get the OTOs, you go through all the information, and you're like, Jacque and Brian are totally out of their mind. This is not for me, whatever. I'm going to go back to doing whatever I was doing, which is, I don't know what you were doing, but hey, that's worst case scenario. You get your money back because we understand, even though our goal as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as marketers, as digital product information producers, our goal is 100% satisfaction. And sometimes making a person satisfied is actually giving them their money back. I mean, it just is what it is. It's a part of being in business, and we don't take that personal, you know.
No,
However,
definitely. I'll definitely give everyone's money back if they didn't get value from it, they didn't enjoy it. I honestly just want to help people. I think we're made in this role again, most of you know I love God, and one of the things God says here, if you wish to be great, you must become a servant among many. And that's all I did is literally I became a servant among many. I started serving people, helping people, and I got what I wanted. So, that's what it's all about. When you're doing CPA, how can you serve someone, right? And when you're running your business, how can you serve someone, right? When you want to literally, uh, you know, get to the top, it's all about serving people. So every single day I wake up is like, how can I serve people? And when I get to help people get to the top and make money, my goodness, there's nothing better than that. There's just nothing better than that.
cool, cool, cool. So here's what we're going to do because I don't see two. Let's see if you are okay. Let's see. Let me see. Joyce, I'm sending you the answer to that particular question. Joyce. Okay. Okay. All right. So cool. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We have like 5 minutes, again, because I completely and totally respect everyone's time. I don't see a lot more questions, or better yet, I don't see any more different questions. So 5 more minutes. I'm looking at the clock. Clock starts now. I'll count down the minutes. Me and Brian, we'll do small talk like entrepreneurs do. If you have any questions, go ahead and put those in. However, for those, again, that may have hopped on here late, go ahead and go to JacqueTMorris.com/tube CPA. And everybody that purchases tonight before 12 a.m., once the clock strikes 12, doing, that's it. But anyway, purchase tonight before 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 3 exclusive bonuses from Jacque delivered to your email. Okay? All right. So here's a nice question. What is the level of difficulty? Can you expound or elaborate on that? Because that's a really good question.
All right, definitely. What is the level of difficulty? Okay, guys. Every time I'm gonna go, into something new. When I first started, I never ran YouTube ads. I said to myself, I'm gonna do it. It's not gonna be hard, and I'm gonna make it happen. That is the best way to go. There is no such thing as difficulty. I guess that is a limit that you set to yourself in your mind. You say, it's too hard, it's too hard. No, don't say that. You gotta say to yourself, I can do this. Switch it from it's too hard to I can do this. And there will be no level of difficulty, okay? It's all in your mind, guys. That's why I put mindset stuff inside of CPA Ads Academy. Because many of you are going to say, you know what? I'm gonna make money now. But did you run a YouTube ad campaign? Guys, it's all literally how you see things. And in order to be successful, you got to be able to change your mind, okay? That's 80% of the game. 80% is mindset, and 20% is the techniques and strategy. And I show both of those, the 80-20. This is why I'm here now. 21 years old, having massive success by the grace of God, helping, so many students reach phenomenal results that I didn't think I would literally be able to do this in my whole life, getting people results. And it's all because of the 80-20, okay? And those students have been able to do it. They understood the 80-20. They've listened to me. They believed in me. And because of that, not only have I gotten results, but they have. So when I hear the word level of difficulty, I think someone doesn't have confidence in themselves and they're just afraid. So remove that fear, remove that, confusement out of your mind and say, I can do this and I will. And I think if you could do those two things, those are the most powerful things in the world, and you can do anything.
Okay, excellent. So we have like 2 minutes, and Raphael is asking, sorry for asking again, but I just want to know about the payment method. If it is get paid from PayPal or how, I want to know that before I buy. So, Raphael, do you mean like once? Do you mean like once you actually start earning money with the CPA networks? How do they pay you? And I'll let Brian answer that question. Or do you mean? Okay, okay, that's exactly what it means. So, Brian, if you could go ahead and explain to Raphael what the payment process is as far as you being compensated for your CPA efforts from the different networks.
Perfect, perfect. I'd love to answer that question. So, with CPA guys, with different networks, payment methods run all different. But I'll tell you personally, from Max Bounty, you could do PayPal. They send you a check, and they're literally wire transfer all of the money to your account with no fees. No fees with the check, no fees with your bank account, and no fees with PayPal. So you have three choices on how to get paid, and I hope that that works for you, my friend.
Okay, so hopefully that answered your question, Raphael. We have about 90 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, and then we are going to like just be out of here. You know, man, we're going to leave the screen up there just in case anybody wants to linger around because, you know, it's interesting. Like I see some individuals drop off, then I see some individuals peep back in the room here. And so just in case, again, you're on the fence, go ahead and go to JacqueTMorris.com/tube CPA. Let's see. Do I
Uh,
use a U.S. bank account or
no,
no?
no, you don't need one. When you sign up, they'll ask you before you submit your application, which is inside of CPA Ads Academy. They're gonna see, okay, what country are you in? Okay, you could be in Nigeria, India, Bangladesh, Mexico, Puerto Rico, U.S., UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and if all those choices are there, you're good to go. Okay, so depending what bank, you just put all the information, and you should be good to go.
Sounds good.
Yep,
Okay,
yep.
so
Dominican Republic works great. Okay, so you should have no issues with that.
okay, all right. All right, so let me also send everybody this message. And again, I know Brian is going to send me the information over. However, I've seen a few of you ask, where do I forward my receipt? So I'll just go ahead. I'm going to send everybody a message at the same time. So let me just go ahead and put this in here. Okay. All right, send to all. Cool. There we go. All right, so everybody should have that as far as claiming your bonuses. Raphael, you have your question answered. I'm happy that we could take care of that for you, my friend. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to personally thank each and every one of you for buying out, you know, time in your life to actually come out here and learn about CPA marketing or learn more about CPA marketing and understand that there are different avenues as far as income generation and multiple streams of income and different ways that you can leverage, you know, income that you're generating or income from your job or whatever it is to essentially create the lifestyle that you desire. You know, a lot of times as individuals, you know, just going through the daily grind or routine of life, we settle. And then when we look out there on the horizon, we see so much more. But unfortunately, you know, because of our settling, you know, and again, it's due to a number of different things. We don't live the lifestyle that we desire. And I'm telling you, you know, Brian's living proof, I'm living proof that you can go out here and live whatever lifestyle you want to live. However, you have to be committed. You have to be committed. Now, some people may say, well, hey, I'm going to give Brian's program a try. Well, you know, a try is cool, but if you say, I'm committed to going through Brian's program, I'm committed to asking questions, I'm committed to seeing this through until I break through, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to win. That's it. Bottom line, you're going to win.
Right, and Jock, I just want to cut you off. You said the word try. That is a very, very dangerous word, okay? I took try out of my vocabulary a long time ago because literally the word try is a recipe for disaster. It's like one foot in and the other foot out, okay? You gotta be committed all the way, just like Jock said, okay? Commitment, determination, relentless. Use those three words in your vocabulary, okay? It's very important. You're literally, what you're doing is your words have power, okay, guys? And your mind has power, all right? So whatever you say to yourself, whatever you are, and if you believe that, you're going to make it. You're going to crush it, okay? One of the reasons why my students who said, you know, made made his first $2,000 in 9 days, never made any money, and just right away shot up to 2K in 9 days and been able to make thousands last month and this month, is because he didn't try. He kept going. One campaign didn't work. Two campaign didn't work. Third campaign didn't work until the fourth. Keep going until. Guys, get that through, okay? That's why I put so much mindset into there, because there's a lot of what I call reprogramming you would have to do in your mind, because things been put in us, where we might live in an environment that just doesn't do us good, doesn't serve us. So it's important that you feed your mind just like you feed your body, right? You guys hear that all the time. You are what you eat. Well, you are what you put in your mind, okay? Food for thought is very important, okay? Literally, your mind has a power to manifest things. So feed it as much good things as you guys can, okay? And just be winners. Go out there, crush this. This is why I put this together.
Excellent. So real quick, because again, I see we still have we still have a good bit of our audience still on. For those that have the program, and if you're still on, just go ahead and type in "got it." Just GOT space IT. If you're still on and you actually and you have the program, just type in "got it." Let's see, because I want to shout you out real quick. I want to congratulate you.
Wow.
Just go ahead and type in "got it." Just
Damn.
come on. Come on. Okay. All right. So congratulations, Renee. Congratulations, Lisa. Congratulations, Terry. Congratulations, Stephanie. Again, go ahead and put it in the chat so I can shout you out, because I'm just reading the list. You think I'm playing, but I'm absolutely serious. Congratulations, Joyce. Congratulations, Kim. Congratulations, Vincent. Congratulations, Terry again. Like, man, Terry wanted to be on there twice. Congratulations, Harold. Is there anybody else? Okay, Earl wants to be on there twice. Is there anybody else? Because again, hey, I just want to shout you out, tell you congratulations, and like I've expressed to you, ladies and gentlemen, before, I see a ton of potential in CPA, and absolutely love Brian's method, because hey, it's a traffic source that's essentially untapped, and with that, hey, you get to go out there and claim as much of the territory that you want, and there's virtually an unlimited amount of territory.
Nobody's using YouTube ads. Nobody. So guys, if you guys know about Google in 2008, literally made people millions. Okay, I'm not saying YouTube ads is going to make you millions, but you know what? The traffic is out there. Okay, they're #2 in the world globally, just like I showed you on these slides, guys. Okay, they're literally, it's the #2 website in the world. #2 globally. There's #1 is Google, and then there's YouTube, and then I believe there's Facebook. So, guys, it's here. It's here. You guys are here in the right time, okay? And by the grace of God, you guys can crush it. I see a lot of potential. People literally, look at all these people that got this. I can see them going places. If they take action and do this and follow everything I tell them inside of CPA Ads Academy, Jacque, I honestly believe that they could change their lives, okay?
Oh, that's beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's beyond a shadow of a doubt. Let me see here. I'm trying to type and talk at the same time, because send a link out to everyone one more time, and then we are going to be out of here. And like the famous cartoon used to say, that's all, folks. All right, claim your company CPA Ads Academy. Okay, all right, send to all. There we go. So again, I want to thank you personally, Brian, for coming out, spending your time with us on this webinar, this live workshop, and this training. And thank you for all the insight, even logging into the accounts and showing our audience the proof, because hey, the proof is in the pudding. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody that showed up here tonight. Brian, do you have any last words here before we close it down, my friend?
No, guys, just thank you for showing up for my first webinar. I really appreciate it, and I hope this serves you, and I hope it does justice to you guys, and it could get you what you guys are looking for, okay? So with that being said, guys, this is Brian Gonzalez. Thank you so much. Have a great one. God bless.
Very good. And you, ladies and gentlemen, know me. It's Jacque T. Morris, Atlanta's own Shirt Tie Guy. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening, ladies and gentlemen.